On va se séparer du Cameroun francophone, ça va se produire ainsi. Mais c'est versé.
We declare separation in peace.
Jamando, I salute all Ambazonian Muslims them where did go through Ramadan, in particularly the Mbororo and Hausa Ambazonian them. I want give una particularly salute the one the way they for Old Town, for Hausa quarters, and for all over the 7 states of the Savannah State, and for all across Ambazonia land. This one na an inquiry for establish the truth way it happened for Bui, and I go interview the main person who I go talk for, na Luista, about the things the way they happen for Bui, make una hear facts. But I go first establish some bottom line with one of the member them way her name be mistakenly put out this in one of the council member for the self-proclaimed Bui Council, the umbrella organization where they control the Bui warriors them. This lady named Brenda Lynn, it can be wrongly linked with the fighting, but it work only for the humanitarian side of this cancer. But her testimony will give we the proof and the truth about which way it happened for Bui warrior. Una listen. The first thing we una need to know, as we be done expose them for una, the people the way they create this council or local government within they for abroad. Na Sako then put infiltrators them. That means people the way the Cameroon government that assign they don't select them. Then get them for you. You not necessarily control them, but they guide these people from Yaoundé. The one for Bui na Elvis. It take legitimacy for Sako for say they for other Ambazonia they do other things for Ground Zero. Wanna pay attention. The first thing where they operate na say na them they control the board and they manipulate the board them. Then they don't gather their country people, then put them for group, say na council, whether na local government or whatever. But the people the way they live for this group, they don't already know which way they happen. Even though they use them, meet and come for social media, they pretend they say they know things them only for get fame. But true they don't know. When I listen for the testimony and the confession from Brenda Lynn, una will know which way they happen. When I listen.
He talks to any commanders apart from Elvis. But he will give the impression that different people are talking and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. When you talk the Maui, but I nothing not for him out. When they want to how everybody they talk for commander them, anybody talk for commander them this and that. Nobody talks to any commanders apart from Elvis. But he will give the impression that different people are talking and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. When you talk the Maui, but I nothing not for him out. Nobody talks to any commanders apart from Elvis.
So this woman, Brenda Lynn, it be like the social welfare for the community where they don't call themselves in a Bui council or a Bui local government, whatever name they don't choose them. It for all their chat group. So he know exactly which way it happen for them. Now they give the report. Make we continue. So before number 1 year, then come out can begin the talk for all their alphabet channel, for all their outlet them say, Efang become for Bui for can keep people them before they be make all this story them. They be gonna for they begin meeting where the Elvis cook up this story can tear them. When I hear.
And any lie for Carvis then say, you know, even no self-service go for ABC. Come on now, guys. We sat in a meeting and it was agreed and even told him to go. And since that scandal, I need to go me, I need to even attend the meeting. I told them that unless you guys let me know exactly what happened, I don't know why they ever work as on charm for the people with their skin. I don't talk for the people that they don't hate me, I hate them. I say, would you need to ask simple questions?
Yeah.
If Elvis has lost control of these boys, because every time
we have no lost control.
He will talk say, you know, we know. Well, every time I come for us, they'll say, well, they pick and they so not be any man they talk for them. Now so something happen before the one who say it don't happen. I say, seriously, guys? And so what are you guys putting him there to do if he doesn't have any control of anything that is happening?
Brenda Lynn go far for explain them how they be use the Luista when I be chairman for that Bui cancer. Me go talk those lies and for SCBC say ADF become the for can keep people. He say the ADF be open fire, they be kill this one because of this one. Make una hear.
So he himself did not even know the implications of him going to that ABC. So no one even know what they happen here, Kapo. That's the thing. What is happening is that they destroy every Friday, right? They will put money together, gear, send them, right? Then every Saturday, Elvis come give feedback for inside meeting on this and that. Nobody asks questions. But when you dare ask questions, Elvis go then who can start flaring for meeting. You understand? So the people who even contribute, everybody talks. When they talk, they say, "Who get this one?" So what does this guy do in Pui? Now the way to have realized and say, say in Nova State where I realize say Elvis na Sako joint chief of staff.
You know, una no be know.
No, I not be know. Now that one I bring enough for inside some put the yen and you for me. And now for the way Elvis one finish me. I say, but you guys are sitting here wondering why the children are fighting ADF IG. Let me tell you that this guy sitting here is Sako's joint chief of staff. And so there is a conflict of interest, which means we have been sitting here refusing that we are not IG, when technically we are.
You are. Once you carry that name council, local government.
This thing.
Yeah.
You know? Because he's sitting there selling the idea to the guys, and those of us sitting here don't even know that. Will not be know. Now, me, I even talk about inside meeting house one day before they 1 year from me. Some people were like, huh? Are you serious? I said, yes, he is sitting right here. I'm not talking for back. I said, there he is. And so that is why there's this conflict of interest, because I'm sure he sent the Sako agenda to the kids, and then the kids are telling them so that they are of the IG. When we are sitting here saying that we are apolitical.
So now here, they should down for their country group, the guy that say na country group. They don't say they said na the Sako agenda for kill their own picking them for inside Bui Day for Banso. And they carry na so their money for carry on that action and they. Maybe we'll continue the story.
Oh, there no be no. No man no be no. Let me tell you, the day I sent the house, they open their mouth like, huh? I say yes. I say so either they replace it or when I accept them, because when they talk say na Sako doesn't do jacking, boy. Every month now we they move money. Now we be move money. I don't put my dime anymore anywhere. When I get my money now, I send them for those I think I can help. Now people will get list. And then I ask them one thing. When I send money or somebody every day, they never ever give a report on which my dear, and so man, they don't curse me. Okay, Captain, don't talk. Okay, Captain, don't. Hey, former son. Obey. Now me decided die different my die. I don't even know now what did happen. They won't agree. They won't even tell an ask question where I know say it's an I say okay, make you an inventory of things when I don't buy. They took say Sako. How much has Sako spent in Bui? That's why you know say they don't really give to an upper no. Oh, you to don't go na it is one show now. Listen, I really get there for Bui, but he is not the one doing anything there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll go talk for Mr. Luista, the chairman for the self-proclaimed Bui Council, and make we hear. When I be remember say become Chris Anu, then bring it for TV for their ABC TV. He come talk say if I become can attack Bui warrior, ADF they be try for fight now whether way they be key general phone and the rest. All those lies and when the year fight that they come say they want go attack ADF, say they must finish ADF them for day. May we interview Mr. Luista, the chairman for that group. Make he talk the truth and confess for Ambazonia. Make una know once and for all the truth. And I hope say this truth go set all the fighters and way them be in prison for this hatred unnecessarily against their own brother. It will set them free. Make good listen for my conversation with Mr. Luista.
Hello, Mr. Luista.
Hi there, Capo Daniel. Thanks very much, Daniel. I don't follow plenty of your posts and communications, and truth comes out all the time. And maybe just to, well, first, thanks for calling me.
Tell you the reason why is because you went on SCBC and you said that Guineam died in a crossfire. He wanted to fight, and he said Atalat. Do you really believe the things you said on that SCBC that Guineam was killed because he said that Atalat and he was ready to fight?
Daniel, how I wish you asked me this question before broadcasting. This meeting was called, and all the EXCO was present, including people like Mark Barretta.
Just for the record, Mr. Mark Barretta was in that meeting while Elvis was cooking up the story. Mark Barretta was there. And I've sent the audio of Evis talking to Efang, so he knew everything. But he didn't come out to make things clear. Anyway, let's continue.
The EXCO was present, including people like Mark Barretta. We were all there. We sat down and listened to the security briefing from the security team. And we were told this is what was happening. The security chief should have gone up on air to say what was happening. Because Yes, we deemed it necessary for people to know what was happening. Because for me, it was unheard of that people had gone to Bui to kill others. And I was so shocked, man. You wouldn't believe that the day before I was speaking with Nginyam. I said, okay, as the chairperson, I will go and give this information so that people be clear of what was happening, because they needed to know, and information was going to go round left and right. Little did I know that this had been going on since morning, that people knew what was going on. Remember, I knew about this about 12:30 noon, and we were briefed of what was going on. I went on air and I said what I was told. So the question you've asked is a question which I now have answers. I do now have answers because after the event, I had to go find out myself exactly what happened. Got video of Nginyam being tied up. And I have never, there are a few pictures and things that really stick. That was one of the things for me that was really, really shocking. That later on, I actually saw Nginyam killed. The question you asked, the answer is clear. You and I know that he was not killed as I reported, that he was killed in action, because definitely we saw him tonight, and we later on saw a picture of him killed. But at the time when I made my announcement, that is the information I had. That is the information we were given.
And you were given that information by Elvis?
Of course, this was a briefing which we had in the security team.
Did you also find out that Elvis actually knew that Big Number and the other forces were coming to Bui for another mission? They were not coming to kill anybody, and he had actually spoken to Big Number. You know that later on that was the truth. That is what actually happened.
I can tell you, in all honesty, Daniel, that somebody sent me a short audio a few days ago. I think it's Big Number talking, which indicates that he had spoken to Elvis that morning. I have also spoken to a few people who indicate that they knew what was going on. I am seeing in a forum where we're trying to get some peace in Bui, that members of the ADF knew what was going on right from the morning. You know, the whole of Bui is in tears. It is not just me, it's not just the members of the security team, it's not just the family members who are suffering. Everybody is suffering. You know? And I know I could have gone out there to also make other broadcasts and say this is what exactly happened, but well,
yes.
2 days later, actually the day later, when I was now making my investigation, as I demanded for everything that had happened and anything that anybody had, I had those videos sent to me. I was shocked that somebody had them out there in the media.
I'm telling you the truth. You have a responsibility, because you came out there, you were the person who came out and said that Nginyam was killed because he asked the soldiers to be on alert to fight, and he was killed in that crossfire. You blame him, and you also blame the big number that were coming there to invade. Their guns had GPS, and all those things. The soldiers on the ground, we have had multiple instances where, in particularly Bush Dog, or how they call him, they are coming to kill their brothers because they believe what you said, and they say those audios for the things you put out there in public. Once you found out that these things were lies being told to you by Elvis, you have a responsibility to think about how you can reverse it. And Elvis is carrying on activities that you people do not know. He's stopping you guys from talking to the soldiers, and even when you guys talk to the soldiers, it does not really matter because he is the one that is behind all the mischief that is going on in Bui, and it has to stop. We cannot allow our boys to be killing each other, believing that Ebube, you know Ebube very well, you know Kapora very well, you know Guineam, all of them. They are not there to kill any sort of person. Can
I shock you?
Go ahead, bro.
I'm not stopping you there. These are boys who are ready to fight. These are boys who are ready to defend us. Yes.
Let me ask you a question, my brother, because I have to go to work. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Let me ask you a question. All these Ansot boys, the ADF generals which we have there, well, they are very loyal. You have Kapo, Hassan, and all the rest. They are very loyal guys who have been fighting for a long time. I know you guys, I don't know whether you know yet, but the reason why Elvis is behaving the way he's behaved, he's a chief of staff of Sako. And Chris Ano, when they come out and they ask that this guy should go and fight and kill ADF and wipe out those boys that you are calling, that you know, Ebube, Kapuran, or Hassan, and all those people to go and kill them. The person that goes out and instigate those boys to go and kill them is Elvis. And he does that on the base, he uses you people, your public statement, to motivate those boys to go and kill their brothers. Do you really think that is really right for you to just sit and watch him do that? I don't even know whether you know that he works for Sako or whether he's a joint cabinet member of Sako. I don't even know if you guys are aware. But I know that the soldiers on the ground are not aware that the Bui warriors have anything to do with Sako, because I've spoken to them.
And I think they should not, because I spent my life, Capo Daniel, making sure that these boys did not work in factions. And I will say it day and night, that the whole idea of names in Bui is what has continued to destroy Bui. Talk about IG. I think even when they talk about IG at home, they mean the IG in Koninge. And there are some who talk about IG and they mean Sako. And for your records as well, Bui worldwide community, we do not belong to an IG. There are members of the forum that belong to the IG. There are members that belong to the ADF, members that support independent people. This is what the whole Bui worldwide was all about. And that is why we are supporting the whole idea of Bui warriors. Because this was an umbrella word which was sold to us to cater for all the fighters in Bui, be them ADF, ABC, GCE, whatever IG. This was what was sold to us, and we believed it, and we supported it, and we hoped that was what was happening. You know, a few days ago, and it just skyrocketed into a whole massive, terrible rubbish, man.
Did you know PK had come out and he had explained that his frustration when he made that audio, and that audio was never translated into action. You talk to the boys, you talk to Ebube. When PK is talking, the people he's talking to is Ebube, is Hassan, is Kapora. He has never told them to go and kill anybody because of the different name of Bui warriors. He has never done that. He sent that audio. He has actually had a meeting after that with me in attendance, where we say that no, that should never happen, and it never should have happened. It's just like the audio that Tapang Ivo said out there that they should go and kill these people. I'm the one in charge, not Tapang Ivo. And when we had a meeting with the Boy warriors, we talked to them very well. I said, you can't do that. Even in anger, you cannot act in anger, in revenge. This is a war for nationalism. It's not a personal issue. We have never for one moment, never, not PK, not me, and not Kavi, ask our boys to go out and kill somebody because he carries another name. We have never done that.
I can say this, and I will say it. When I find somebody dead in Bui, Kapo, Kapo, like this picture, these pictures today. Last week I prepared a letter here to send out to the public about the killings in Buluf, Kingome. And literally I just looked back and I thought, well, why talk about just these ones? In the past, I fought against the others. And the ones that just came in again, I saw this thing yesterday, and I called the coordinator and said, look, if any more of this, and you are on your own, I cannot. Look, man.
Mr. Luista here is talking about two people that were murdered in public in Tobin by the Bui warriors. These people were kidnapped, kept for 3 weeks, and removed outside and executed for no good reason. These are policies designed to turn the population against the revolution instigated by the infiltrator, Elvis. We will continue.
My policy is clear. I will say it day and night. If we are going to exist in Bui under groups and names that will bring conflict, I am fully against it. And I am saying, if people want to create something else, to just forget about these names that have brought trouble. To fight, let them do so. But I understand that, and I want you to also understand that the idea of the ADF philosophy that people also have in the nation is not a good one, and we've got to accept this.
What is not good about it? Let me really hear from you. Tell me specifically what is not good about it.
Now, I honestly don't know the specifics of the ADF policy about what they do. What I know is that I have spoken to people who say that ADF does this and does that and does that, right? And the boys in Bui, these boys are boys that I know, and I do not know them to be doing so in Bui.
So you see the reality. The ADF overall commander in Bui is Hassan. His second in command is Kapura and Ebube. They share that deputy. They are the two deputies. They are actually a third one there that I think people are not very aware. These are soldiers there. They represent our actions on the ground. You can judge the ADF in your own village by the action of these three people. Can you make a determination that the ADF ideology is bad in Bui, given the actions of these people? And even Guineam, who is dead, who have been fighting Guineam. I have sent Guineam to go and fight in opposition. The time we wanted to kill the governor, Guineam was one of the snipers we used there. They went there and stayed there for 3 weeks in Bamenda. That is how we fight. Our ideology is we are trying to make soldiers that are mobile. That means we take our best, and we send them on a mission. Like you saw big number going around. That is how we operate. We can have soldiers who have, in an area that is too hot, we extract them and we have comfortable places to keep them and take care of them there. That is how we build it. It's not different from what anybody is doing. It's just that we have more mobile. We have more network to coordinate amongst the territory. So even if you think that the ADF is bad from the social media, you yourself judge from your own village. In Bui, can you tell me that the ADF in Bui has done anything bad or illegal that you know?
This is what I'm telling you, Capo. That anybody hurts any of these boys, they are in trouble with me. Because these are boys who, from everything I know, speaking to them, they are harmless.
But then they have been subjected by the propaganda that you put out, being fed by Elvis. And they are being seen as people who needs to be neutralized. They are ADF. They are ADF. They are hardcore ADF. They are taking our oath to defend Ambazonia under our flag. They report to me every single day. Every single conversation that they have, they report to me every day. They are ADF. Guineam. For example, you say you don't want people to hurt those boys, but they hurt Guineam. Because of what? Because of instruction that Chris Anu have announced publicly, Sako have announced publicly, and they pass through Elvis, and they give this instruction to these guys. They kill them and they come and lie to you. And you go out there and you put it out there. Even though you go behind and you talk to this soldier, they are talking to you behind, but behind they come back and they tell us this is what these guys have said. They believe you in the public more than what you tell them behind the thing. You are just trying to save face. But the truth of the matter is that those things that you have put out there did not come from you. I believe it doesn't come from you. It came from Elvis. And today you know that they are lies. I'm telling you, my brother, those boys that you love in Bui, they are ADF, and they are being killed because of that thing you said in public. I have audios and audios I can seek for permission to send them to you to hear what they actually think. I have audios even from the Bui warrior side sending it out. They are actually in public saying they are coming to kill the ADF. Hey, ADF, they are guarding themselves to Ebube is guarding his children to come and kill me. Hey, even if we buy a weapon to give Ebube, or bullet we give to Ebube, which will not be different from the one that you can give to Ebube, like your own brother in Bui. They will say, hey, Ebube is using a weapon to come and kill us. Hey, let's go now and let's gather our forces to go and kill them. That is what it translates. And Elvis is doing other activities like the killing of these guys, these two guys, the killing of 7 Bui warriors. I mean, that was how many people died? I think it was 6. 7 of their own boys killed like that, neutralized. I think you guys saw the videos. And you guys he's probably lying to you people about what happened. They went into the house of one person, they removed the wife and the brother and execute them in public for a crime committed by a relative.
I go on for add this small fact. You know, the ADF was the first forces in Bui. And if we go by the logic of these guys, we would say that their forces should not come there because ADF was there already. You did talk say ADF bad, but all the ADF soldier the way you call them for day, now soldier the way you did talk say them good. The same time you do want facilitate me then go kill this same boy them because they carry one name. The name winner then be set up all those camps them for day. May go listen the last conclusion for his statement. May go not hear.
For the memory of Guineam, if for nothing, you have to do that in your own way. You have to
you know, on his burial day, again, these are things I do. I sent a voice message on his burial day to the population. You know, apologizing on behalf of the people. Like you say, these guys who were killed yesterday, you know, I understand this evening that these guys have been kept for 3 weeks. They have been kept for 3 weeks before being taken to go and execute, which is just insane.
Believe me or not, go and you think about it. Think about what happened to Guineam and how you knew Guineam and the allegations that Elvis made and the public image that they have portrayed about him. As early as 2 days ago, they were repeating the same thing. Chris Anu was repeating the same thing. Hey, the people came there to kill this one and this one. They're saying all these things there. And you know this is a very good person that everybody know that was the best fighter in Bui. He died like that. So talk to your people. I think you guys you have a structure. You talk to them and you face Elvis and tell them, please, this cannot continue. We are here. We are willing to collaborate. It's not like it's a secret. You have been talking to our boys. We are really willing to collaborate. We should never allow things to get this bad. Everybody in Bui, they are ashamed. And I want that to reflect your character also for you to know that you are the chairman. If your boys keep family members of somebody like that for 3 weeks and end up executing them in the street, allowing their bodies like that, how do you expect to go back to that same village and walk that street? And I know that does not reflect you, and they don't know that. I know they don't know. You have to.
You hear that? I only saw pictures yesterday, and it is true. Then finding out what happened, I saw this in some sort of forum. Before I'm asking somebody, say, where are these pictures? You say this is from Bui. This is not true. Where is it coming from in Bui? And then I send somebody to go find out. And I'm getting the report today that these people have been held for 3 weeks. Man, okay, well,
We'll talk again. I'll wait to hear from you. Let's bring peace there and let's make the guy to collaborate.
So, Ambazonian, that is the interview. Unadan here. This guy, this infiltrator, Elvis, who is working with Sako, they are collaborating with La Republique. They came out there, used these people called Bui Council to lie to the Ambazonian people that the ADF came there to kill people. The ADF came there with all these devices and they killed their own people. They killed their own people for nothing. And he have been misusing the people there to destroy the revolution, and these people have no idea that they are being used. They have no intention to be under Sako, but that is how the game works. It is a sad thing. And let's pray for peace for our people. We are coming together. We have to fight a common enemy. But you have to know the infiltrators are more dangerous to our boys and good soldiers like Guineam and many who have fallen prey of these people working for Cameroon's interest to destroy our revolution. God bless you, and we forgive this guy, Luista, and all of those people who are in that council. They have to get rid of all these infiltrators and speak for themselves. If they continue to allow this thing, then they are themselves to be blamed and are responsible for the actions and the crimes of these boys that have been misused in Ground Zero. God bless you. Capo Daniel.